Yo, what's Gucci with it? YouTube Veterans Military back again with another banger. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. Hey, today we're going to be talking about, just like the title and the thumbnail says, from broke to 100% permanent total, where the compensation at. Because what? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And that seems to be what the only thing veterans care about is compensation. So let's talk about it. As always, you like this type of content, like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. If you're broke or if you had 100% PMT, you know, it's all jokes, but let your boy know. So, hey, first of all, y'all know my content is funny, it's exciting, it's also educational. So if you take any of this personal, there's a lot of clickbait out there, you can go support, you don't gotta look at the video. But let's jump back into it, the main topic. You could go from 0%, not even service connected for anything, to 100% permanent total, to 70%, 50%, whatever the case may be. It starts with the education. I always say that, hey, you ain't got to be broke for 20, 30 years post-military. No. If you sustained any injuries that you can prove via medical evidence, you prove this by going to the doctor. A lot of y'all didn't go to the doctor while you was in. I was one of those offenders too, but I did go see some, I did go into the doctor for various issues throughout my career when I was in the Marine Corps. Alright, motivate, kill. But I wasn't, I wasn't a light duty warrior. I wasn't a sick bay commando. I just went in there for the serious things, motorcycle accidents, getting my ribs bunched up and, bruised when I was on my deployments and stuff like that, trying to box with some secret golden gloves. But, hey, Mike Tyson always strikes back, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But I was able to go from 10% to 100% permanent total in, I'll say, like 18 months or less total time in the VA claims process from start to finish. My claims were, but this was all prior to Pact Act. Now, I know a lot of you veterans, you're submitting claims right now, submitting things under the Pact Act presumptive conditions, thinking that the VA is going to give you, a 30% here, 50% there, 100% there. No, it's not the case, because the VA, just like veterans, they like money. So with this push for Pact Act presumptives, hey, get signed up for the VA. Let us treat you, blah, blah, blah. It's not really helping you out if you're signing up for the VA. Yeah, that may be your only option to start building medical evidence. If it is, by all means, work it to your advantage. Read the CFR 38. Read the M21-1. I mean, even if it's too complicated for you, at least get the CFR 38, look up the specific disabilities in which you are trying to seek medical evidence for. It has a criteria in it. It has a criteria for migraines: 0, 10, 30, and 50%. What needs to be going on? The frequency, the intensity, prostrate. You know what I'm talking about? My booty hole goblins, y'all just stand by. We ain't talking about y'all today. I'm talking about prostrating migraines. Build medical evidence for that. Impacts to personal and work life. If you're building medical evidence for impacts to personal and your work life for migraines, you can do it the same for any mental health disability in which you're trying to get service connected for as well. If you're gonna be submitting it on that same claim. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, one of the biggest mental health disabilities that veterans claim. Whether you got it or not, it's not up to you to decide. Doesn't matter if you got 10 years or 200 years worth of medical evidence. If you don't have a diagnosis, if you don't have symptomology, if you don't have impacts to your personal life, to your occupational life, reported to your psychiatrist, it's just your word. And don't try to go to Reddit. Don't try to go to, WebMD and try to find all these articles that support, veterans or high offenders are most susceptible to PTSD, to anxiety disorders, to adjustment mood disorder, adjustment disorder as well. It doesn't matter what you can prove via medical literature. If it's not in your medical evidence, you're going to get denied all day, every day, until new changes and stuff like that come up. So what do? First, you get a hold of your medical record. No, I don't want to hear none of this stuff like, you can't obtain it, you don't know how. There's multiple different ways you can. And hopefully it wasn't too long since you've separated from the military, in which you may have an opportunity to go back to the base in which you served last, or at least the base in which you turned in your medical record to that base veteran service officer, and then they uploaded it into the VA's database. Now, moving on from there, you definitely want to make sure that you're reviewing your service treatment record, cross-check it with the things that is going on with you now. Like, there's disabilities you can get for presumptive conditions. If you served in Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Kuwait, Kosovo, whatever the case may be, Vietnam era veterans, presumptive conditions as well. Now there's Pact Act era veterans, still lumped in with Gulf War era and Vietnam era veterans, but it's a little caveat to that. Definitely for all Pact Act presumptive conditions, you're going to need a diagnosis. For any presumptive condition, you're going to need a diagnosis, current treatment. You just can't be like, hey, I served in Iraq 20 years ago, 7 years ago, and then try to get service connected. No, the VA is going to deny you. Why? Yeah, you may have served there, but you have no complaint history. You haven't even been treated for sinusitis, rhinitis, IBS, GERD, PTSD, whatever the case may be. You don't have nothing. You don't even, you got to start from scratch. This information is out there for us to grab, but you definitely need to make yourself resourceful. You don't need to understand or know everything. You need to know where to obtain it from. VA.gov, M21-1 adjudication manual, CFR 38. Look at the actual DBQs, disability benefit questionnaires, per each disability in which you're trying to submit for a VA disability rating for. Each one individually. Personal statements, buddy statements. The list goes on. It's 2024. It shouldn't be a reason why y'all are not making yourself more resourceful. Stop supporting clickbait. I always say that, but it seems like y'all still support it. Hey, I know it's Friday. I know you ain't got nothing to do besides, sip on the wine, sip on a little sweet tea and whiskey, and look at the clickbait. But I'm here to tell you, hey, cut that out. You need to start looking at educational videos. Start reading educational things. That's going to help. That's going to contribute towards you obtaining a VA disability rating, and the higher the VA disability rating, the more compensation that's going to be in your pocket. Not every veteran is going to get a 100% permanent total, but there's different routes. Work it to your disability level, rating, and to your person, to your personal self. Hey, if you're not working, if you can't work, if you cannot work due to a disability, you may have 70 or 60%. You may have 70% for a single disability or 60% for a group of disabilities. File for TDIU. That'll push you to the 100% P&T TDIU designation. But if you're not already working, go for it. You have the income threshold annually does not penalize you because you're not working already. Get taken care of both physically and financially through the VA. We signed the dotted line. We went to war. We went to conflicts. We went to battle. Some of us may not have seen battle, but we still, we have our share of pain throughout the years, whether it be physical or mental, due to the military. Get compensated for it. Get paid for it. I'm talking about? Stop looking at all these, new bills. The new bills ain't going to help you get a VA disability rating if you don't even understand the bill and when it's going to come out. That's like with the big three: mental health, sleep apnea, respiratory issues, and digestive is already in. It's already in. So what's next? I think sleep apnea is coming next. And if y'all haven't filed a sleep apnea VA disability claim yet, prior to that change, which I'm sure is going to happen this year, you're going to miss out on a cool 50% if your medical evidence supports. A lot of veterans think just going out and getting the evidence for sleep apnea is all you need. No, you need to build the bridge either to direct service or secondary. You got to show causation or in-service complaints. But hey, as always, you like this type of content, let your boy know. Let's motherfucking Devo out. Y'all stay Gucci with it.